Nigel,
Yeah.
why can't you be more specific about the criticisms of your players from, say, the media, when, on behalf of the media in the Midlands, we're a bit baffled by that, because we think we've been very supportive of your players this season.
Do you? Okay. That's your opinion.
I know, but could you give us specific examples of disagreement?
No, I'm not. No, I don't feel that I want to get into that sort of an argument with you now.
But you're generalising about us.
And you generalise about me, yeah. So there you are.
But I'm giving you specific examples. I know how supportive the media have been.
Do you?
Yeah, having talked to a lot of them during this season, I can't get this at all that we're after you.
I didn't say that you're after me.
Recently.
I didn't say that you're after me. I said that there's been criticisms, and I'll stick up for my players, and always will do.
Well, there's an element of criticism when you've been bottom of the league for a certain amount of time, but many, many people have been saying you've been unlucky, that things have not gone your way.
I think you're looking at your side of the argument through rose-coloured spectacles, and I think that is something that I'm not going to get into a discussion with you today.
Well, it takes two to tango.
It does indeed.
You were the one who had to go at one of our reporters for, in my opinion, unfairly. Well,
there you are. I think we've come in for some criticism, and so have I, when I think it's unfair. So there we are.
Surely it comes with the territory.
Well, there you go then. There, absolutely.
When did it dawn on you to apologise? How soon afterwards did you think, oh, I was out of order there?
Again, I don't think that's something that I need to answer. I've apologised, and I would, if it had been a more private thing, I'd have apologised one-to-one. But when it's been in the public domain, in the public eye, I think it's right to do it in the way that I've done it, and that's all there is to it.
Did you talk to the owners at any stage?
No.
So it's your decision?
Yes.
There's a bit of a charge sheet developing here about you this season, is it not?
Oh, yes, possibly. Is that why you're here? Is that why you're here today?
One of the reasons why I'm here today is because every week you won't do the kind of press conferences that other Premier League clubs do. Because if you did do it, whereby we had separate sections, I'd be here more often, and your press officer knows that. He's known that all season. I don't see I have to justify why I'm here, Nigel.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, the question stands.
And I don't see why I have to continue to take your one-sided view of this argument. I will.
Put it in the public domain.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I am.
So the charge sheet, does that not bother you?
Not particularly, no.
You must sit back and think, oh, I've got a few things wrong here this season, in public or in dealing with supporters, etc. It's the worst charge sheet of any Premier League manager so far this season in terms of that kind of behaviour.
Okay.
You're in danger of appearing a bully.
Am I?
Yes. And
okay.
Paranoid.
Paranoid. Okay. Anything else?
Well, somebody's got to tell you.
Okay, you're telling me.
Because no one ever told that before. No one ever taken it to one side and said, Nigel, I think you're out of order here.
If they have, then that's my business.
See, Leicester have got such a good reputation recently in particular. So many people are saying, what a great fight back this is. You could have been the manager of the month. You still might be the manager of the month.
I don't see what the point is. What's your point with that?
It is, I just think...
Are you suggesting that my job is to pander to your requirements?
Of course I'm not. What I will say to you is that the football world gets a lot of money by the media these days, gives you a comfortable living, and you can treat them with a little bit more respect. Disagree with them by all means, but don't... all right, you've apologised now, but it's fanned out. Big story. Didn't need to be a big story. It's a 24/7 story, all over in 24 hours. Okay, but it's all you're doing.
Okay.
Pat, I think we've apologised for it.
No, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But you've obviously been sent here as your, you know, to put your industry's case forward.
Don't think I need to justify my motives, but when a fellow reporter gets unfairly criticised by a manager, I'll defend the reporter.
Fine.
Instinct. Just
and
like
you are doing.
You defend a fellow manager.
Yeah, and I absolutely will always support my players.
Yeah. I just think you're affecting the reputation of Leicester City by a few things that you've done this season.
Okay.
Off the field, by the way.
Okay.
I think Leicester have done tremendously well this season. And I reckon everybody in this room...
And do you not think I have a part to play in that as well?
Of course you do. No one's ever doubted. I just said to you, you could be manager of the month. Deservedly so. Be a brilliant effort. Everybody would be pleased for you, and they'd be pleased for the club. Believe me.
Would they?
I don't know of one Midland reporter who would be displeased if Leicester stayed up.
Okay. Was that the lecture over?
No, it's a comment, it's an observation. I'd like your views on it. If you don't want to give us your views, fine. Have you thought of taking anger management courses?
Chris, do you want to carry on from there? I don't think we need to go down that road.
Of course I haven't. Why should I? I'm not the one who makes a fool of himself in press conferences.
Is that correct?
Chris.
So you're suggesting I made a fool of myself?
Well, you must have done, because you apologise.
I think you're looking in the wrong place there. I think what you've got to understand is that I do recognise when I have been out of order. I thought I was out of order last night. Hence, my apology today.
Which is more fulsome, the apology you gave to that supporter after the Liverpool game.
Which is what, sorry?
More fulsome, more heartfelt, it seems, than the apology you gave to that supporter.
I didn't give an apology to that supporter.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Well, I assume that quote was accurate.
Which quote?
Well, obviously I'm not going to repeat it here. You know exactly what about da-da-di-da-di-da or die and die. I assume that was an accurate quote. If it was, I think that was worth an apology to a supporter.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
I'd come more often if I got a chance to talk to you with the radio there and the TV there and the press there. But
would you?
Yeah, of course I would. Your press officer knows that. And there are a lot of other clubs in the Midlands, Nigel, and I cover them as well.
Good for you.
I've also seen enough of your club to have an opinion of you this season, and I think it would be unlucky if you go down. And I think you'll have done very well to keep them up. Very well indeed.
Thank you.
So it's not a professional slur on you.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?